Hi guys, it's Jason here with you for another Humpy Report edition. And today we are going to be talking about the 2019 Oregon Ducks football program. Coming off of a 9-4 season, 5-4 in the conference, 2-2 versus top 25 teams, and won the Red Box Bowl 7-6. Probably one of the most least entertaining ball games with that and the Cheez It Bowl against Cal versus TCU last year. Um, Oregon, a lot of hype. The media's picking Oregon to go to win the North Division. Um, after Oregon about 9-3, um, probably 6-3 in the conference. I don't think that's enough to win the Pac-12 North. I'll explain that later. Um, but for Oregon, it's really the number one component um, of the season. They have to win on the road. They have road games at Auburn. Yeah, it is a neutral site game in Dallas. Um, but they have Arizona State on the road, USC on the road, Stanford on the road, and Washington on the road. Um, it's going to be a very hard road schedule, but yet they have one of the best offensive lines coming back, all five starters on the offensive line. They have Justin Herbert back at quarterback, who threw for 29 touchdowns and 8 INTs last year. Um, but we'll talk about it later. What if Herbert goes down? He did face an injury his sophomore year with a broken collarbone. We'll get to that question later. Um, the offense, the offensive line's going to be good. You got C.J. Vidal, you got Troy Dye, a 1-2 punch. You add Sam Darnold, which I expect him to play his 4 games and probably redshirt, just because this running back group is very deep with Troy Dye, Travis, um, Travis Dye, and you have Felix, you have CB Linkable, to run up the ball. They go 4-5 deep. Um, so there may not be enough touches for Sam Darnold to not redshirt. So that's going to be interesting. Wide receivers are going to be a question mark. A standout wide receiver through camp. Michael Pittman, he hurt his shoulder, which is a 6 to 8 week healing process. Will probably be back just in time for the Washington game, but it's going to take a couple weeks for him to get acclimated with the Power 5 school and Division 1 of football, because he is a true freshman. You have Joe Warner Johnson, which only had one touchdown at Penn State last year, but he's a big 6'5", 240 wide receiver. That's going to be a big red zone threat. You have Campbell coming back as tight end. You have Jacob Wooden back at tight end as well too. So very interesting. What is this wide receiver group going to look like? They have a very good quarterback at Justin Herbert. Um, Justin Herbert's younger brother, Patrick Herbert, is going to be playing at tight end, but I believe that he'll redshirt. He'll play his 4 games, then redshirt. Um, so you got that aspect to go with it too. Um, and let's flip over to the defensive side of the ball. New defense coordinator Andy Avalos comes over from Boise State, um, which some Duck fans will recognize Boise State's defense from the Las Vegas Bowl couple of years ago when Boise State pretty much took Oregon to the woodshed that day. It was Cristobal's quote unquote first game as a head coach. So he comes over from Boise State. Jim Levitt left the program. You got a very experienced Travis Dye middle linebacker. You got experience all over this defense line on J.J. Jordan Scott, big nose tackle. You got Coleman. You got Kevin Thibodeau, the number one rated defensive end from this class. And you got DBs. Chris Steele, a corner that's a true freshman. He's going to play a lot and whatnot. So they have the bodies to play on defense. Are they going to be very effective? The schedule is tough. They got Auburn the first game, 8 days away in Arlington. Auburn has a very good defense line, probably the best defense line that Oregon's going to face all year. And they have Nevada and Montana, which are good teams in their own way. But let's be honest, they should be tune-up games before they go to the road at Stanford. I think they beat Stanford this year just because of the memory of losing that big lead in the fourth quarter. I believe it's going to have this team focused. We got California at home after a bye. They should get that win. Colorado on a Friday night before going to at Washington. That's gonna be a tough place to play. I have them losing at Washington. Washington State at home. The Cougars have beat Oregon the last 4 straight years. That's no gimme of a game. They go to at USC. That stretch of games at Washington State at home, and at USC. Even if Oregon could go 2-1, I'll be happy at that point. And they have a bye before ending the season. Arizona at home at Arizona State, and the Civil War at Austin Stadium for Senior Day. So it should be a very good year. Like I said, 9-3 should be a good mark for this team. I don't think they're going to win the North, like I said. So, questions for this team. Can they win on the road? They have a whopping 4 wins since 2016 on the road. They've got to get it done on the road if they want to be successful. And that's the main question for this team. Can they get it done on the road? What wide receivers are going to step up? Can Cristobal coach himself to win? A couple games last year really got away from him. So can he be better coaching in those fourth quarters? Stanford and Utah, those 2 games last year, Oregon should have won, but didn't. So that's another thing to look at. And for me, it's a make or break year for the offense coordinator. Marcus Aurora at times look a little large card in plays. What of a big leash will he have? And if Oregon's offense doesn't do good, especially with Justin Herbert at quarterback, is he going to be gone before 2020? So that's another question. And so before we go, a lot of people are asking me, what if Justin Herbert gets hurt? Okay, what if he gets hurt in the Nevada game? So let's say for instance, um, we beat Auburn and we play Nevada, and it's a close game, second quarter. Justin Herbert gets hurt. Let's say it tears his ACL. Hopefully he doesn't, knock on wood. But I think Oregon's very good at the backup quarterback position. We got Taylor Shook at the backup quarterback. He's a redshirt freshman. He's not Justin Herbert, but he's better than Burmeister, which transferred to Virginia Tech over the summer. But I think if Taylor Shook does come in the game, I think he could move this offense. It really helps a unexperienced quarterback if you have a good offensive line in front of you. And Taylor Shook could throw the ball. You look at his spring game numbers. Taylor Shook had, if not better numbers, equally numbers of Justin Herbert in that game. So he could throw the ball. He could move this team up and down at the field. I think there's a definite drop off. I think if Shook is playing a very amount of games, I think the Stanford game's a loss. I think Washington's a loss. I think it's going to be very tough to win outside of Austin Stadium with Taylor Shook at quarterback. Those games are going to be tough, even with Justin Herbert. At quarterback. So this is a very, I wouldn't say tough schedule. There's toughest schedules out there, but there's no easy weeks. You got, like I said, that Washington State and the USC streak. You have at Stanford. You got Cal. Cal's going to be a very good team. I think Oregon beats Cal, but that's still a very good coach team. Arizona, when you have a quarterback like what Arizona State has, Khalil Tate, you're always going to be able to win the ball game. Arizona State, Humpy, he's a fantastic coach. So there's no easy weeks in the Pac-12. Even Oregon State's a tough game because it's a rivalry game, and you don't know what you're going to get in a rivalry game. So that is my 2019 recap. This has been the Humpy Report. This game week, guys, tomorrow starts game week. I'll have my game preview out for Oregon Auburn on Wednesday, no later than Thursday, and let's just make videos and let's talk about football. If you see this video on Twitter or Facebook, comment down in below, and I want to hear everybody's thoughts. What do you think Oregon's going to be this season? And before we go, on Facebook, anybody that's on Facebook and you're looking for a good sports page, join the French Talking Sports page. It's a very good page. It's run by my buddy David, and he's a good sports guy. We just go on there talking sports. French Talking Sports. It's a very good page. So once again, I think Oregon's going to be 9-3 and have a chance to win the 10th game with bowl game. And 9-3 would make me happy. So once again, my name's been Jason. And like always, this has been the Humpy Report. I'll talk to you guys later. Bye bye.